So I know because you clicked on this video, you are trying to grow as a man of God. You're trying to grow as a person and as a man of God. But what if I told you that that could just be as easy as just like asking yourself 6 questions every single day? Just asking these 6 questions to yourself every single day, and that will help you to grow your faith and grow as a person. I don't mean you'll just immediately be the best man of God ever because you just ask yourself these 6 questions every single day. But this is just a good building block to build off of. The first one is, what am I grateful for? You gotta ask yourself what you're grateful for, because it just like reminds you every single day to focus on the good in your life. No matter how low you may feel, no matter how much it may feel like everything's going wrong, there's always some blessing that you have that someone else doesn't have. So you just gotta focus on the things that you're grateful for that you have. So like if you want to boost your mood and your mental health, just ask yourself to write down 2 to 5 or maybe even more things that you're grateful for every single day. And the second question I wanted to talk about is, what are 3 things I need to stop doing or sins that I need to give up? So like whenever you ask yourself this question, it reminds you that you always have room to grow. No matter how perfect or sinless you may feel, there's still always sin that you need to cut out. So it just reminds you that you have room to grow. So just ask yourself, what are 3 sins that I need to cut out? And just like with the rest of these questions, the rest of these prompts, don't just answer the question and move on with the rest of your day, but like actually take action. Actually focus on cutting out these behaviors and sins. You know what I'm saying? Number 3, what advice would I give someone else who's in my situation? Lots of times we have problems that are hard to solve and hard to think of a solution for, because it's hard to like think about problems for yourself. So instead of thinking about how can I solve this problem, it's what advice would I help someone else, like ask someone else to do for them to solve the problem that I have currently. You know what I'm saying? It's like better to think from the third person rather than the first person when trying to solve a problem. I also don't mean to interrupt this sick video, but I also got these journals. One specifically for Christians looking to do self-growth and implement their faith into their self-growth. I got one that's just self-growth without integrating your faith into your self-growth. No hate, no discrimination up in here. These don't just have the 6 prompts that I have in this video. They also have like, I think it's like 7 more in this one, in the Christian one. I think there's a couple more, like a little bit less in this Reflect and Renew one, but yeah. If you just want access to the prompts that I have in here, you can click the link in the description for the digital one. Just click just the prompts, and just click put in $0 and then click buy. You might need to put in an email address. Or if you want like a Notion template or a printable, you can go down to the description and click that digital journal and either click the Notion template or the printable, or you can do a bundle of the 2. Or you can do these physical ones right here, which I'll just leave the Amazon links in the description. Either way, these can help you integrate these 6 questions and like 7 more into your daily life without having to like write each one down every single day. What you want to ask yourself for the 4th question is, what would I do if I was fearless and couldn't fail? Like if you have a dream of fearlessness, like everyone does, everyone wants to do things without being scared, without being fearful. So like if you do this, if you ask yourself this question every single day, then you'll know exactly what you need to do to be able to what you need to do as a result of the fearlessness that God gives you. Like if you cast all of your cares into God, you will become fearless. But this question helps you to like know what you need to do as a result of that fearlessness. But of course, don't just make it like, make it something reasonable. Don't be like, gamble because I won't be scared of losing. Be like, make it something like legitimately reasonable that you would actually do if you were fearless. And then accept God's peace and cast your cares into Him. Become fearless and then do that thing as a result. Number 5 is, what is one thing that I can do, big or small, that I can do today to grow in my faith or to do God's will? So if you got 1% better, and like if you grew in your faith 1% every single day for a year, your faith would be multiplied by 37 times because of the compound interest of that. You know what I'm saying? If you commit to growing 1% every single day to grow your faith and to do God's will, then your faith will be 37 times as deep by the end of a year. And asking yourself this question of what is one thing that I can do, big or small, to grow in my faith or to do God's will, then you are literally going to, you'll know what to do because of the answer to that question. Just do whatever the answer to that question is. And the final prompt is similar to the last one, but instead of focusing on faith specifically, you can apply it to any goal. It's what is one thing big or small that I can do to get closer to my goals. And you can change my goals for anything else. So like, what is one thing big or small that I can do to get closer to $10,000 per month, if that's your goal? And of course, you will get 1% better every single day by applying, like not just figuring out what you need to do, but applying that as well. And then of course, after a year, you'll multiply your progress towards that goal or even exceed that goal by 37 times. Are there any journaling prompts or questions that you ask yourself every single day that you personally do? Let me know in the comments down below. And also look down in the comments and see what your fellow viewers have written. With that, peace out and God bless.